Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Ulrich.
Good to see you.
You
Hey,
as
so
well.
it's exciting. We're getting ready to head to Dublin, across the Atlantic, both of us. And thanks for being willing to tell us a little more about that session. Now, you've been doing a session on up close and personal for about 4 years for LocWorld, both in Europe and in North America. What is it what drives you to keep on bringing women together and share how they got into a leadership position and how the kind of leaders they are?
So, when we were originally brainstormed about this session, 4 years ago, I thought, there's so many great women leaders, and you just see them in the role that they're in, but nobody ever talks about how they got there. And so, what's
Mm,
the backstory? And they didn't just magically all of a sudden become CEO or a VP of sales or CRO. They have this story. And so, what was their journey? So, I thought by having them share their personal journey, it could inspire this next generation of leaders. Because, my background is I come from a family of 5 girls. I have 2 girls, I have 2 granddaughters, and I've always been very passionate about supporting women as they, break the glass ceiling and, get to the next level. And, our industry is composed of 70% of the workers are women, yet at the C-suite and the C-level, it's still very low numbers. I mean, as of now, I think there might be 18 of the top 100 women CEOs. And why is that? And how can we change that? So I think by sharing their stories, they can inspire this next generation and teach them, things they've learned along the way.
no, and I'm I'm with you on that, and I'm really glad that you have been sourcing, finding women and getting them to open up, because it's not usually the straight line, right? To get there. In Dublin, who do you have on the panel there?
So I've got a really nice variety with very different backgrounds. So I've got Mary Kazamias, and she is the CEO of TRSB, which is a translation localization company in Canada, looking to expand. And her story is really interesting because she's not a founder CEO. She joined them as a project manager, assistant project manager, and made her way through the ranks and now a CEO. So I love her story. And then our second panelist is Lyena Solomon, who most people know from other LocWorlds. And Lyena is a pillar in the industry, and she's a director at ServiceNow, which is a very successful IT company. And she's a director of globalization and accessibility. But she also has a really different story that is a surprise to a lot. So I think there's some good lessons there. And then my last panelist is from outside the industry, because I think it's important to also share a different perspective from someone not in localization. And her name is Kelly Beaver, and she is the chief executive of Ireland, UK of Ipsos, which is a marketing research firm. Her story is really interesting too. So I think it's going to make for a really good panel.
Well, hey, thank you very much for doing that, and I look forward to attend that session in Dublin, and just encourage everyone else to come and join us.
Yeah,
Thanks
hope
a
to
lot,
see everyone
and
there.
see and see you in Dublin.